If you're over 60, you might want to take a closer look at what's on your cheese plate. Because while cheese can be delicious and packed with calcium, some popular cheeses could silently be raising your blood pressure, clogging your arteries, and even weakening your bones over time. And here's the shocking part. Some of the most beloved cheeses are the worst culprits. You might be thinking, but cheese is good for you, right? Well, that depends. For older adults, especially over 60, the wrong kind of cheese could be contributing to muscle cramps, joint pain, bloating, and even brain fog without you realizing it. That is why in today's video, we'll reveal 5 cheeses you should seriously consider cutting back on or avoiding entirely. But don't worry, we're not leaving you cheeseless. We'll also share healthier cheese alternatives that are delicious, nutrient-dense, and better for your heart, bones, and brain. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's protect your health one cheese at a time. Before we get started, do well to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss powerful health tips like this. If you've done that, let's get started. So let's break down the worst offenders, starting with one that's more plastic than dairy. Number 1. American cheese, the processed imposter. Let's start with the worst offender, American cheese. Sure, it melts like a dream, and it's a nostalgic favorite. But nutritionally, American cheese isn't really cheese at all. It's a processed food product made with milk fats, whey, emulsifiers, and artificial coloring. In fact, the FDA requires it to be labeled as a cheese product or cheese food, not real cheese. Here's why seniors should steer clear. 1. Its high sodium content. One slice can contain over 400 milligrams of sodium, which is almost 20% of your daily limit. For seniors at risk of high blood pressure, that's a big deal. 2. It's loaded with preservatives and emulsifiers that may disrupt gut health. A healthy gut is crucial for nutrient absorption and immunity, especially after 60. 3. It's also highly processed, which means fewer real nutrients and more synthetic additives. A 2021 study published in Nutrients found that ultra-processed foods increase the risk of cardiovascular disease and mortality in older adults. Processed cheese was on the list. Instead, try fresh mozzarella or goat cheese. Lower in sodium, easier to digest, and much less processed. Goat cheese also contains MCTs, medium-chain triglycerides, that may help with energy and metabolism. Number 2. Blue cheese, moldy and risky for immunity. Now let's talk about blue cheese. Tangy, pungent, and popular in salads and dressings. But for seniors, it could be doing more harm than good. Why it's risky? Blue cheese is made using Penicillium mold spores, which may be fine for some, but for older adults with weakened immune systems or gut issues, that mold can trigger digestive discomfort, inflammation, or even allergic reactions. It's also extremely high in saturated fat and sodium, 2 things that worsen heart health and blood pressure in people over 60. Some blue cheeses are not pasteurized, which increases the risk of foodborne illness like listeria, a serious concern for the elderly. The CDC warns that listeria is especially dangerous for adults over 65, and unpasteurized cheeses are among the top sources of contamination. Instead, try feta cheese, made from pasteurized sheep's milk. It's tangy like blue cheese but lower in fat, and usually pasteurized. Feta also contains conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, which may help reduce inflammation. Number 3. Cheddar cheese, aged dangerously for some. Cheddar is a classic. But here's what you didn't know. Aged cheeses like cheddar may trigger inflammation, joint pain, and migraines in people over 60. Here's why it's problematic. Aged cheddar contains tyramine, a naturally occurring compound that may interfere with certain medications and trigger headaches, dizziness, or blood pressure spikes. It's also very high in saturated fats, which can lead to increased LDL cholesterol, the bad kind that raises stroke risk. Harder cheeses like cheddar are often low in moisture and high in salt, making them difficult to digest and dehydrating for seniors. A 2023 study in Frontiers in Nutrition confirmed that high saturated fat intake in seniors is directly associated with cognitive decline and cardiovascular risk. Instead, try ricotta cheese. It's soft, easy to digest, and rich in whey protein, which helps maintain muscle mass after 60. Ricotta is also lower in sodium and contains calcium and phosphorus, which are great for bone health. Number 4. Brie and Camembert. Soft cheese, big risk. But Brie and Camembert come with a hidden danger for seniors. Here's why you should be cautious. Like blue cheese, Brie and Camembert are often made from unpasteurized milk, which poses a listeria risk, a serious infection that can lead to fever, confusion, muscle aches, and even hospitalization in older adults. These cheeses also contain rind mold, which may disrupt the balance of gut bacteria or trigger allergies. And they are higher in fat than they seem. One small wedge can pack 8 g of saturated fat, over 40% of your recommended daily limit. A study in Clinical Infectious Diseases notes that older adults are 10 times more likely to be hospitalized from listeria infections, most commonly linked to soft rind cheeses. Instead, try cottage cheese. It's low in fat, high in protein, and often fortified with vitamin D, which helps prevent falls and fractures in older adults. Plus, it's a fantastic snack or breakfast addition with fruit or nuts. Number 5. Queso and cheese spreads, the creamy heartbreakers. Who doesn't love a good queso dip or creamy cheese spread? But here's the thing. These are some of the worst offenders for older adults. Why? These cheese products are usually loaded with sodium, preservatives, and hydrogenated oils. They're also devoid of real nutrients like calcium and potassium, and they spike your cholesterol and blood pressure without giving anything in return. Many spreads contain trans fats, even if the label says 0g. As long as it's under 0.5 g per serving, it can be listed as 0. The American Heart Association confirms that trans fats significantly raise your risk of heart disease, and they're often hidden in processed cheese spreads. Instead, try spreadable almond-based cheese or homemade avocado cheese spread. These are heart-healthy, plant-based, and often enriched with fiber, healthy fats, and magnesium. Great for digestion, joint pain, and reducing cholesterol. Now, what makes a cheese senior-friendly? When choosing cheese after 60, look for these 5 qualities. 1. Low sodium, less than 140 milligrams per serving. 2. Low in saturated fat, under 3 g per serving is ideal. 3. Pasteurized. Always check the label to avoid foodborne risk. 4. High in calcium and protein to support bones and muscle mass. 5. Minimal ingredients. The fewer, the better. So there you have it. 5 cheeses to steer clear of after 60, and 5 healthier, delicious alternatives that will support your brain, bones, heart, and digestion. Cheese doesn't have to be your enemy, but it must be chosen wisely. Because what you eat in your 60s and beyond can make the difference between a vibrant, active life and one filled with medications, aches, and regrets. Let your cheese work for you, not against you. Drop a comment below. What's your favorite cheese? And would you be willing to try one of these healthier swaps this week? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. Share it with someone who needs better health, and if you're over 60 and serious about aging well, staying independent, and protecting your health, subscribe to our channel. We've got more videos coming on how to protect your body, your brain, and your quality of life naturally. Don't go yet. Check out our videos on your screen and rebuild and maintain a better health before it is too late. Stay strong, stay healthy, and stay young at heart.